Hello and welcome to this short introduction in the latest innovation from Clear Skye with the 4.4 release that's currently on the ServiceNow store. My name is Paul Walker and I'm Head of Product here at Clear Skye. It's my absolute pleasure to present this overview of the latest innovation from the Clear Skye team. One of the big rocks for the 4.4 release was the Sas Platform Connectivity. The 4 connectors you see here are all SaaS-based connectivity examples. Azure, Amazon and Salesforce are new connectors, whilst the existing Okta connector has been enhanced. ServiceNow is an application platform as a service. It doesn't exist in a silo, and given the almost universal adoption of other SaaS platforms such as Azure, Amazon and Salesforce, it's essential that Clear Skye needs to play well with these platforms, and the IGA 4.4 release brings this out of the box to our customers. The Azure platform supports the use of the Microsoft Graph API, which is a REST API that allows IGA to consume rich information about Azure users and other objects like entitlements directly into the Clear Skye Identity Warehouse. Likewise, Salesforce is a hugely popular CRM system of companies of all sizes used to manage their customer engagements. The enhanced Okta connector brings support for Okta administrator roles. These privileged objects can be modeled easily within Clear Skye's Identity Warehouse, importing these relationships and managing the assignment and the removal of membership from users. Of course, all this information is securely stored in your dedicated ServiceNow instance, ready for IGA scenarios like access review, access request, removing licenses from inactive accounts, assigning ownership to orphan accounts or entitlements, and ensuring the right people have the right access at the right time, and removing access that's no longer required. Additionally, the 4.4 release saw improvements in the Clear Skye IGA correlation engine. Correlation is used within IGA to match records of different types, such as target system accounts to identity profiles, or identity profiles to ServiceNow system accounts. These system accounts belong to users that log into the ServiceNow platform itself. Additional technical features saw enhancements to the IGA spoke. This spoke exists within the ServiceNow Flow Designer, which is the low-code workflow engine native to the ServiceNow platform, providing citizen developers with an almost natural language way of building workflows. Clear Skye's IGA spoke provides IGA capabilities directly within this Flow Designer. Examples such as initiating IGA requests, onboarding, offboarding, other lifecycle actions, altering the state of accounts, creating new accounts, updating accounts. As IGA continues to mature, expect to see additional investment in the IGA spoke that significantly lowers the barrier to engage with security solution such as Clear Skye IGA. Additional improvements to the scheduled lifecycle events saw the ability to perform future data identity onboarding and offboarding. And finally, the Active Directory connector now supports moving a user account triggered from a disable or enable event using the Active Directory LDAP connector. In summary, Clear Skye IGA from good to great. We spoke about the low-code flow, the ability for citizen developers to interact with Clear Skye IGA using Flow Designer, to look at our templates and create their own examples for their own needs using the IGA spoke, providing quicker time to value, proven 15 minutes from configuration to access reviews, and reducing the need for customization by using policy instead of scripts. Policy-driven examples include lifecycle management, account attribute updates, and HR authoritative account status changes. Prior to 4.4, there was the 4.2 and 4.3 releases. 4.2 saw integration with leading human resource platforms like Workday and SAP SuccessFactors Employee Central. These applications are extremely popular. They're cloud-based and act as an authoritative source for Clear Skye IGA. 4.2 also saw a new type of policy called a profile configuration. This is an identity lifecycle policy for onboarding and managing state change for identities that originate from an authoritative system such as Workday or SuccessFactors. Usefully, the profile configuration is also used for requestable lifecycle events that originate from the ServiceNow Service Portal. It's one type of policy, regardless of whether the identity originates from an HR system that is integrated with a connector or the lifecycle event originates from the ServiceNow portal. 4.2 also saw access reviews integrated into the native ServiceNow portal, allowing an end user to perform their reviews from the familiar interface of ServiceNow. The 4.3 release saw enhanced low-code capabilities around the identity lifecycle management, the profile configurations we previously spoke about, with account attribute support and improved UX. There's also a new correlation engine that allowed correlation to be performed using policy instead of scripts. And the HR integrations were extended to provide write-back for significant attributes such as email or global unique ID. This is all managed via policy rather than scripts, lowering the cost of ownership and increasing time to value. Let's walk through an example of user onboarding with a new employee. On the left, we have a new starter called Jonathan Smith. He's a customer service rep with a unique identifier, employee ID. Imagine this is the Workday system of record. In this model, Workday is considered the authoritative source. The Workday worker record is imported into Clear Skye using the Workday connector. This automatically triggers a low-code flow, which is configured, the capabilities of which are configured with a profile configuration. This is the new policy within Clear Skye. This policy determines things like the identity type, how the identity is named, and which flow code is used to manage the promotion of the account to be an identity. This is all policy driven. Once an identity onboarding task is created from the flow, the next step is the evaluation of the access policies. This is another type of policy within Clear Skye that determines birthright access for the new joiner, which accounts and which entitlement memberships they need to perform their job. Naming conventions and request variables within Clear Skye determine how the target system accounts attributes are created and how they should be configured, and the evaluation of these access policies may result in connectors provisioning new accounts or new entitlement memberships in target systems. Finally, account notifications are sent to significant actors such as the end user or the manager. Significant attributes such as the email address can be synced back to the HR system via Flow. The downstream accounts that are created are automatically correlated back to the original identity. The identity warehouse stores these relationships from the profile to the target system accounts. Another example is the employee status update. Imagine if Jonathan Smith was to take a sabbatical, their status will change within the HR system. This needs to be detected by Clear Skye IGA and workflow initiated to process that change. Let's assume that the HR representative has changed Jonathan Smith's status. The Workday connector will import that change, and that will trigger a flow within the ServiceNow system. The identity warehouse record has been updated to be disabled. The Clear Skye flow that is triggered determines the relevant profile configuration, and this profile configuration determines the downstream actions. At this point, the identity profile, which is the master record within Clear Skye's identity warehouse, is updated to reflect the change in the HR system. The profile configuration policy will tell the flow which target system accounts to update. And finally, there will be notifications sent to significant actors such as the end user or managers saying which accounts have been disabled or optionally enabled. In summary, IGA 4.4, why it matters: the integration with the new Sas platforms, improved deployment velocity using these new connector types, Salesforce, Microsoft Azure, Okta, and Amazon Web Services, additional flow designer examples, enhanced lifecycle management, future-dated onboarding and offboarding, and policy-driven lifecycle management. Overall, the significant extension of core IGA capabilities, which is all exposed using the low-code citizen developer flow and the IGA spoke, bringing quicker time to value. Hopefully you've enjoyed this short session. If you want to learn more about Clear Skye, check us out at Gartner. We're a proud exhibitor at the Gartner Identity and Access Management Summit, which is in Las Vegas in August this year. Thank you very much for listening.